Thanks for listening to the Unscripted Dreams podcast. If you enjoy the show and want more, please join us on Patreon for exclusive episodes and videos. If you're looking for episode clips, please check out our YouTube page at the Unscripted Dreams podcast. Enjoy the show. Let's go.
Hey. As we know, life is full of surprises, both good and bad. The day-to-day journey is full of unforeseen obstacles, and sometimes it's hard to see our way through. Beyond the norm and mundane are where unscripted dreams live. Join us for thought-provoking discussions and interviews to help us navigate through the fog and create our own path. We are the Unscripted Dream Podcast, operating outside the margins to motivate and inspire our audience. So today's episode, we're titling it as For the Love of the Game. And the reason why we're titling The Love of the Game is because we have a special guest. You have heard of him before. He's my main man, Stef, and he's our own personal sports analyst. So this is a special episode where we just gonna talk about sports and kick it.
Expert analyst. All right. So welcome to the show, Stef, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate you coming through and making time.
Yes, sir.
For us.
No problem.
So all right. So I just want to give a little background on Stef because I know Stef's so humble, man. He's so humble. So we would be in college. Stef and I were roommates, right? And we would sit there, and we'd be watching basketball, and Stef would say what the analysts say, like 5-10 minutes before they said it. We would watch First Take. He would say what Skip and Stephen A would say way before they said it, and then he would really just make them look pretty stupid. Actually, after he really broke it down and it made sense, but like I'm just trying to
that was outrageous because I was that annoying kid that lived 2 doors down from them in an apartment complex, and I was that kid that really just bust up in there and just be like, "What up, y'all?" So like with me coming in there, he would talk his stuff about sports as well, and he'll be spot on, especially with that show, because First Take was really big when we were in college, and that was pretty much one of my favorite shows.
So, but yeah, man, Steph, we definitely I'm gonna hype you up on here, man, because I know you're not gonna do it for yourself, man. I want people to know. I want people to know, but no, man, definitely you definitely have I think you definitely have a gift, man, for breaking stuff down. It probably just come easy to you, man. So that's why you're so humble, so modest about making us regular folks
wait a minute.
Stupid.
Are you on FanDuel? Are you messing around with DraftKings or anything? Because I need to make some money, bro.
No, it's funny because I almost gambled on Super Bowl. Cause
I did.
I was like, I knew who was going to win. And I was telling people going to win. They were like, man, no, Brady's going to lose. I'm telling y'all, bro.
Don't bet against him.
I told him I didn't do it. I should have bet it, but because he's missing his left tackle and his right tackle. I said, he done. He got a protection.
And he had a turf toe.
So they got destroyed.
TT?
Yep.
Hello, TT, man. All right, so Steph, we'll start you off, man. I just want to talk basketball, really, on the front end. So, what are some of the recent? Because I'm out of the loop right now, but I know we're going into the All-Star break, right?
Yeah.
Have we hit the trade deadline?
Not yet.
Not yet.
So what are some of?
There's rumors right now.
Go ahead.
The Mavericks trying to trade Porzingis. They shopping him around.
What?
Yeah, I understand why they're doing it though. Like he's a good player, but I don't think he's transcendent. Like he won't take them to a title. Luka's their best player. Everything revolves around him.
I agree with you. I don't think he'll take them to a title, but I don't know, man. That's like leaving some heavy chips on the table.
I think his body breaking down. Like he can't stay healthy. So they're probably like, why keep paying him all his money and he's not even on the court? There's one thing, you keep having leg injuries, they get worse. If you're 7 feet tall, all the weight you carry, knees, ankles don't get better as you get older. So they're probably thinking like long term, let's get some for him now while we can.
So are they trying to get him like the Manu Bowl treatment?
He ain't that bad, but if I had to guess, that's what I'm thinking. Because right now, the Mavericks aren't contenders to beat anybody. To me, the Western Conference is literally 3 teams. The Clippers, the Lakers, and Denver. Utah got the best record right now, but I think come playoff time, they don't have another closer besides Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, once you lock him down, it's a wrap.
So who's a good fit for Dallas?
They need some more defenders. They don't guard anybody. Luka's not a defender. Hardaway's used to be okay. He's kind of a little older now. It's a team full of shooters. If they own, they own. They can beat you when they own. But in a 7-game series, you got to get stops. So I just don't see them beating LeBron, Clippers, or Denver, or even Utah for that matter. So they'll be a playoff team, but they're not gonna beat nobody. I like Phoenix more than them in the playoffs.
Oh, hell yeah, definitely. Yes. You know what? You actually stepped on one of my questions there as far as Phoenix. When I think of Phoenix, I think of Grand Rapids' own Booker.
Yeah, he's nice.
So, how do you feel about him, and what do you think about the media? Pretty much, I feel like when he's in the media, there's a huge misrepresentation on how this boy plays ball. He's been pretty consistent since he came into the league.
Yeah, he cold. I just think the reason he don't get much, I guess, admiration or media hype because he's in Phoenix. They don't get too many televised games, and they don't win. So when you're not winning, you're not on ESPN. People don't really they let you a basketball hit. You're not gonna know what that is. So you have to win more.
Well, I mean, shit. I mean, when Charles Barkley was playing for Phoenix, I mean.
But that was Charles Barkley. Like,
you don't think Booker has that
star
element?
appeal? Nah.
Yeah, you don't think so?
Like Barkley
they don't market.
He was a 6'4" power forward essentially. Like he was different. He was Zion for Zion.
Crazy.
So people was running to the TV to watch him play. Booker nice, but he doesn't have that draw to me. He's a dude who looked like he got 30 points, but it's real smooth and efficient. He ain't did much. It is easy to him.
That's true.
He remind me kind of Allen Houston a little bit. Kind of quiet, don't say much. Just kind of look up at the box score. He got 25 points, 30 points. Just score real easy. So when he start winning more, I think he'll get a little more hype. I think they did he make the All-Star team? I think they snubbed him on the All-Star team. I think Chris Paul.
There's talks about that.
I think Chris Paul made it, but he didn't. Which is kind of, I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that happens because of the numbers that Booker's been putting up this year.
So he might get in because I think AD gonna end up missing because of injury. He's not gonna play.
So AD shouldn't be on there at all.
That's fair.
How long you been hurt? For?
He missed the past 3 or 4 games. This hit him out for probably a good. They said 4 to 6 weeks. Cause I think it's something with his Achilles sore and his calf or something. So they're just taking precautions pretty much because they don't want to tweak that because that's just rest. You gotta remember too, the season ended less than 2 months ago. So a lot of them dudes are still out of shape. They're probably still kind of trying to get in shape. They're partying and stuff. So yeah.
Mr. Glass, AD.
Nah, man, he was healthy, but man, he was healthy when it mattered. All right.
I mean, my thing is, as long as they stay within the top 3 seeds, they should be okay. It's just LeBron got to play a little more minutes.
But isn't Schroeder injured from the Lakers as well?
Yeah, I watched the last game. I didn't see him out there, so I don't know if he banged up or what. But they just got to stay healthy. Come playoff time, as long as LeBron and AD healthy, they should be cool. I think they're gonna miss Rondo. Honestly, I think they should have kept him.
Yes, that was a big mistake.
Schroeder's younger than he is and more athletic, but Rondo he's another coach on the floor. Even last in the playoffs, took them over the top with Rondo. When he came back, they started destroying teams. It allowed LeBron to rest, play off the ball more, and he kind of ran the team. LeBron kind of has his moments where he's kind of just dribbling, not doing much, kind of stagnant. Rondo keep the ball moving. He puts the tempo more. So Rondo's another coach on the floor. He's the last of a dying breed, him and Chris Paul. True legit floor generals, old school point guards. Most of the dudes now are combo guards, looking to score.
It's facts, man. Most of the guards now aren't even point guards. They more the real word is ball hogs, but they more like shooting guards, man.
Well, now,
I
don't call them ball hogs. I just think that the game is just different now.
Oh, you don't see Trey Young as being a ball hog?
Well, no, you got to think so we look older. So kids they see Curry, they see Westbrook, they see all these point guards averaging 25, 30 points a game. So they just emulating what they see.
Yeah.
You don't see guards passing the ball like that no more. And plus, right now, it's kind of almost geared towards that. It's an offensive game now. If you can't score the ball from that position, you're not gonna play.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because Man, you just run over all my questions. Yeah, today's game is played from an offensive approach. You know, when we was growing up in the 90s or whatnot, it was all about defense. So it's just kind of crazy seeing the transition over time.
Well,
Um,
the NBA did it because of the rules. Like you can't
right.
in the '90s you can hand check. You can kind of steer dudes directions you want them to go. You can body them up. You can't do that no more. Like, so you got to think. Imagine if Jordan played in today's era or Isaiah Thomas. All those
It
guards,
went.
you can't. Look what Harden doing. He lives at the free throw line. You can't touch anybody no more. It's kind of just it's free movement. So if you're a guard, you got a first step and a jump shot. You'll get 20 in your sleep.
So you think in today's world, MJ would be unstoppable?
I mean, yeah, he was unstoppable back then. I think it's a misconception that Jordan wouldn't be able to adjust because of the 3 point line. They say, well, he didn't shoot threes or he couldn't shoot threes. Not that he couldn't do it. It wasn't a thing back then.
I don't think that would have mattered because of his athletic ability alone would at least drive him
Yeah,
into that mid range.
like he was averaging 30 a game shooting mid-range jumpers. So you think
Exactly.
now it'll change? It'd be worse because you can't touch them. And you got to think back then it was centers. It was legit 7 footers at the paint protecting the basket. Now you have what, maybe 3 or 4? Like most of the centers are they oversized small forwards. They hybrids. You got Draymond Green now protecting the basket. So you get to the basket, nobody's there to stop you. That's why LeBron got an advantage. He what, year 18? He was 6'8", 250. You get to the cup, wonder who's there to stop him. Back in the day, you had some resistance. Now it's just once I get to the basket, he gonna body whoever at the basket.
Right. It's not like he dealing with a Charles Oakley in today's world.
Yeah, yeah. Oakland's a different breed, bro. I don't know if he would have lasted in today's NBA.
He would get kicked out.
Name not just that, like he would have been 4 on 5 because Oakley didn't have
Yeah.
any type of offensive skill set. Like
None.
those guys are dinosaurs now. If you can't score or space the floor, you're not gonna be on the court. So what he did back then, he made a living. I don't know if he would have played in today's NBA just because he couldn't really shoot.
He'd be playing overseas. He playing overseas. That's where he'd be. For Lithuania or whatever, wherever it is, that's where he'd be, man. He'd be over there getting his paper, man. So, Steph, I got a question for you. So, I saw this video. I was watching this video. I was on YouTube. Let's talk about Zion and how I don't see since I don't watch a lot of TV. Like I really don't know, but I don't see him. I don't really see him a lot. I don't see him getting as much coverage as he was. I wonder if like what do you think on his you think it's his market or because he's hooping, but what do you think it is? What's the reason why he's probably not getting the coverage he was getting
Well,
last year?
I think the hype has kind of died down because we've seen him play now. Before he played an NBA game, it was kind of like, what if we don't know what he's gonna be type of thing. So I think you have more coverage about him. And that team is so young, like they don't have any experience. Zion still is a baby if you think about it. What, 19, 20? This is his first year really playing, I guess, big minutes. Because last year they was kind of checking his minutes because they was worried about his knees and stuff. So I think once he get a year or two under his belt, kind of understanding the game and it slows down for him, he'll be fine. Like he still even when he was last year, he was averaging what 24 and like 8 in like 28 minutes. Like he's super efficient.
Yeah, they had him on that crazy restriction
Yeah,
last
like
season. I remember that.
you can't get better if you're not playing. So to me, that just him just getting his legs underneath him, just getting taking care of his body and stuff.
So, as far as Zion, when you think of like longevity and due to his physical stature, because it's not traditional, do you think he has some longevity, or do you think his longevity was suffered due to him actually being a stockier player out there?
To me, it's just all about his diet. Because as you get older, your metabolism goes slow down naturally, all that jumping and stuff. So to me, you just need to keep a diet, nutritionist on staff at all times, just watch what he eat. Because he's a freak athlete. He's just bigger than most dudes, and he carry it well. And he's cool now, but as you get older, you got to just watch what he eat and just stay in the gym. He can't be a guy that kind of takes a summer off because you'll see it in his body. So to me, it's just he has a strict regimen with his diet.
Shoot, Charles Barkley did it. I mean, he came into hella seasons out of shape and overweight.
He did too. But you saw Barkley as he got older, started to catch up to him. So when he got to the
Yeah.
Houston Rockets and the Phoenix Suns, like, it caught up with him. So it's cool when you're 23, 24. When you get 28, 29, 30, you start seeing it. So he's still a beast. It's just he got to just take care of himself. And I think too, he's so athletic. Like if you watch him jump, I've seen him jump twice before dudes get off the ground the first time. So he's just that much more bigger and athletic than guys. So he just bodying dudes. Once he get a consistent 15-footer and just shoot like decent from the free throw line, he gonna be the rap. He can average 30 a game. Because like I say, ain't no centers no more. So the dudes don't want no contact. Look at what Giannis doing.
Giannis, boy, that jumper, that shot is just ugly. That is an ugly shot, buddy.
Yeah, I think he needs a guard. Like Giannis is a beast.
A solid one.
He's not a closer. Like when the playoffs time come, and the game slows down, and you need a bucket, you can't throw him the ball and say score. That's not his game. So he needs a Chris Paul Rondo to me to kind of help him. I think they attempted that with Drew Holiday. Drew is cold, but he's not that. And I think Drew hurt right now. So you see, I think they've been kind of struggling lately. You kind of see it. Like Giannis getting his points, but it's harder for him because teams gonna just sit in the paint. Like he needs a guy. Even Shaq had Kobe and D Wade and Penny. He ain't Shaq, but he had that other guy that kind of helped carry the load. Giannis is kind of that ilk. He's not really, he's not a closer. So when the games get tight, they're just gonna suck in the paint, shoot your little jumpers. If you make it, I can live with that. But if not, we're gonna win this game. So I don't think it was last 2 season playoffs, they've been bounced in the second round. It's gonna happen again, depending on where they play. I like Brooklyn and Philly. If I had to pick.
Okay. So, how about when we think about super new talent in the league, man? So what's his name? Anthony Edwards.
Oh, yeah, he not.
I know you saw that ridiculous jump, that dunk.
Yeah,
I saw that today. Oh, man.
NBA Jam.
That was you took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, boom shakalaka.
Yeah, he got. Yeah, that was nasty.
That's embarrassing. Oh man. Oh man.
The amazing part about that dunk, right? When he dunked it, he was still on the way up.
Yeah, I think the dude almost kind of propelled him up in the air higher. If you look at the replay, like when he jumped, he kind of put his hands up and kind of like lifted him a little bit.
Man, that's probably gonna be poster of the year, man. But I like to watch the bench, and I saw the guy on Toronto. He got up and walked away.
Yeah, he gonna get killed in a film study, like film session. They gonna clown him.
Oh man,
he caught a bell. Minnesota young. It's just I don't really know what direction they're going in terms of like their future because the franchise is kind of in disarray. Like think about it. Even when they had KG, they didn't put much around him either. He had that 1 year when he had Sprewell and Sam Cassell when they made a little run.
And Perkins.
Yeah, but other than that, like KG was just a lone ranger there for a long time. They didn't really maximize his ability. So that franchise is just a bad management. I don't care how good of a talent you is, ain't no players around you, you're not gonna win. Now personally, I'm not a big fan of Cat. I think he's a good player, but he's not a winner.
He ain't got the dog in him, man.
Yeah, some dudes have that it factor, I guess, and then kind of galvanize dudes, make them better. He kind of puts up empty numbers to me. Like he'll have 25 and 15 and something like that, but you watch the game, then it's not really. Yeah. So
He just stays.
yeah, like people look at numbers now. I get it, but that don't mean it's not winning basketball. If that makes sense.
Right. I think the best way to put that together is like he's putting up Tristan Thompson numbers when he was on Cleveland. Like he just was there. He just picked up. Okay, without a doubt. But that one season with Tristan Thompson where he's putting up these crazy ass numbers.
I can see him leaving eventually. I don't know when his contract ends, but I can see him saying, "Okay, I want out," because he got his best friend there now.
D'Lo.
Yeah, he wanted him there which I didn't get at all. I don't get that. But from a basketball standpoint, that wasn't make them better at all to me. So yeah, they'll be the bottom of the playoff run. They won't make the playoffs again. They're just yeah. They're good on 2K.
Hey there.
I know, bro. That's the squad. Hey,
Yeah,
man,
on 2K they legit, but in real life, nah.
Well, I mean, that's the trials and tribulations of the East Coast. Because the next question is, who's going to be able to beat the Nets?
Yeah, nobody. Like, like is that you got 3 guys in your team that get 40 any given night. So I think if they're healthy, they'll come out of the East. The only team I see going in trouble to me is maybe Philly because of Embiid. Like Brooklyn has no size to me. They suck on defense. They get a little better, but
They have no defense,
yeah,
man.
they get a little better. But Embiid gonna eat them up. Embiid and Giannis have a field day just because they just bigger than anybody can put on. But even then, you still gotta average. You still gotta score 120 to beat them. Because yeah,
That's
I don't know
that's
how
a
you guard
fact.
that.
Because when you think about it, James Harden and Kyrie and KD, those three alone, even if they were on three separate teams, those are the type of players where they would probably dribble about maybe 3 or 4 max inside their part of the court after they pass half court and just let it fly and it's going down. Like
Yeah,
they shoot at will.
it's fun watching them play because it's kind of like it's like a cheat code almost. Like they
They
literally be
just playing around.
taking turns scoring the ball. And I get it, it's the regular season, so it's kind of hard to prepare for them on a nightly basis compared to playoff times. I don't. People picking them to win it all. I'm kind of skeptical still because their defense is so bad. They don't have any. They traded away their best defender in Jared Allen. I would try to keep him.
Yeah, that's a good pickup. It's
Yeah,
a good pickup for Cleveland.
he's
I'm
better
pretty
than
happy. Pretty happy about it.
DeAndre Jordan. I don't know why they had to give him away. I know Jordan is friends with KD and Kyrie, but Jared Allen's better than him.
Yeah, man. It's about being buds now, man. You can play with your buds, man. NBA, man.
I'm trying to win.
Buddy, buddy ball, buddy ball.
I mean, I feel like even if it might be an easy win for them in the East Coast, which I really don't think it will
It'll be
be,
easy.
but I feel like the West Coast, they still gonna have some problems.
Yeah, I don't. I'll pick the Lakers to win it all as long as, of course, barring injury. If AD and LeBron are healthy, then they pretty much. I think they're gonna win it all again. I don't see anybody beating them 4 times out of 7.
Could you honestly see LeBron retiring after this season?
No. What's his year? 18, I think. Am I
Yeah,
mistaken?
it's around there, 18 or
Yeah, I
19.
could
I
see him.
think he came in '03, right?
Sophomore thing, high school.
Came in 03 or 04. One of those.
Yeah, I think his LeBron be pacing himself. Like if you watch the games, he be chilling, man. Like he don't, he be chilling. Like a lot of he can get 25, 8 and 8 in his sleep. It ain't really hard for him no more because it's mental for him. Like it's just he knows the game so well, so he gonna get his numbers anyway. But you can tell the difference between now and the playoff time. Like he picks and chooses his spots because he can't really expend his energy no more. He's older, so he has to pick his spots. That's why he was giving about AD so much last year because he wanted him to take over. Like here, you go and get your 30 points or whatever, and I can pick my spots where I need to kind of take over because he can't do it the whole year no more. He'll burn himself out. So even now, I think with AD being hurt, I don't see them playing LeBron crazy minutes like that because they could throw one it all to me being the third or fourth seed. Like, who do you really fear in the Western Conference like that?
You not afraid of the Trailblazers doing what they did last year, and now Melo's actually putting some force behind, on the court?
Portland's cool, but nah, I don't.
I don't know, man. Melo for these past couple of weeks been looking kind of
He
nice.
gonna have flashbacks. It's Melo. He gonna, but yeah,
Flashbacks.
he got flashbacks to his heyday. That's what he do. But I don't know. To me, it's all about matchups. Like styles make fights. So depending on how the season go, who you playing. I just think LeBron been doing this for so long. Like he's just got on autopilot right now. Like he does it every year.
Understood. That's true, man. And I'm pro Lakers, and I was never the biggest Bron fan, but um, I became a believer over time.
Yeah, man, he a monster. Like you can't really argue what he's doing. Like I'm not a LeBron fan either, but I love basketball. You can't
Nah,
deny.
man. I'll be honest. I didn't like LeBron till I really started watching him play like Magic Johnson. When I see LeBron in some games, he's really choosy with this, but some games I really feel like he's like a reincarnation of Magic Johnson. Just the way that he could see the floor and pass and give other people opportunities to score. Like that's the element or that's the Bron that I like.
I ain't gonna
I don't
say.
I don't like the selfish Bron.
I ain't gonna say he's Magic. Magic.
Well, I mean, not the spitting image,
I know
but
what
you
I
get
know
what
what
I'm
you're saying.
saying.
Like the comparison to like stylistically.
Right.
Magic to me was like it's before my time, of course. But I watched older games. He's Magic was 1-on-1. Like LeBron to me is 1-on-1. Like you never seen anything like him before.
No.
To be that
Never.
big, just from a physical stature standpoint with that skill set, he's 1-on-1. So I don't see magic in him, but I see what you're saying as far as his passing ability. Magic is a better pass than LeBron.
Well, the vision of the court,
Yeah,
like
of course.
his vision is way better than it's ever been.
Yeah,
I'll just say that much.
that's what separates him. Like the game is slowed down for him. You can tell. Like he picks and chooses when he wants to take over. So like I said, as long as they're healthy, I got them repeating. It's gonna be a little harder this year. So, but we'll see. I think Clippers. I'm not sure about them yet. I don't know what's going on with them.
I think the Clippers is just maintaining, bro.
You think so?
I think so. I really think that they're really trying to just maintain. You know, they came out at the beginning of the season with some flair, and then they kind of just coasted ever since, man. So I really think that they're just kind of
I gotta see.
holding on.
I don't trust Paul George that shit. I gotta. he too.
Paul George has never been the same since he had that leg injury.
Yeah, he hasn't. I think he's definitely become way more of a better jump shooter than he was.
Oh, without a doubt. But I mean, as far as like being the Paul George that we knew,
Yeah, but I don't even
that was gone.
even then. I mean, Paul George is still a top 15, 20 player in the NBA easy. So he ain't no
Top
bum at all.
15, top 20?
Yeah. What you can name 20
I
players
don't
better than
know.
Paul George in the NBA?
I think I could.
Who?
I really think I
You tripping?
could.
That's the media brainwashing you again. Stop.
I think I could.
Paul George cold. His playoff performances haven't been the best.
He ain't touching nobody like Anthony Edwards or John Moran or Zion.
He's better than
I can
Zion.
name more. I don't think so.
Oh my lord.
I don't think so.
I think he averaged like what 24, 5 and 5. He averaged like almost shooting 40, 50, and 90. I think right now almost. He was 1 point.
That's only because of Kawhi. Kawhi is like the most humblest guy out there.
Yeah, Kawhi a monster, but he's better than Zion right now.
Oh, well, we ain't talking about Kawhi, but I mean like Kawhi chilling.
I know you said Paul. You said who? You said Zion.
Yeah, Paul George. Yeah, I think Zion plays better than Paul George right now.
He can't shoot free throws yet, bro.
That's okay. He's doing everything else.
And he sucks on defense.
That's okay. He's doing everything else.
Joe trolling right now.
He gotta be. He gotta be.
But I think we spend on time right now. So just want to thank Steph, man, for coming through. And if it wasn't apparent before, I think if you listen to this episode, it's obvious that this man knows what he's talking about, bro. He knows his stuff. So, Steph, do you want to, if folks want to get at you on social media, do you have that information for them?
I do. My Instagram is Stefan 2K1087, and my name is spelled Stefan. And my Twitter is the Ghost at the Bridge, and THA, not THA.
All right, we'll make sure we plug that in the episode though, so people be able to get at you. But you got anything else for the people before you go, Steph?
LeBron, I'm better than Jordan. Stop it.
Nah, MJ number one forever, bro.
All right. Hey, we out of here, man. Take care. Be safe. Gabs down.